Hey, everybody that's on our live stream. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Rogers Foodland, Glenmore, Hollywood, South St. Joe is where we are in the tent that is inside of the grocery store, which I've always wondered. I think it's because we've got banners we got to put up. We've got all that stuff. Plus, if the sprinklers go off for any reason at all, we're protected.
Well, you know why? I think another reason is we have the tent to keep us from the falling leaves, all the leaves that are falling down right now. 'Cause we have the rake. We have the rakes that are ready.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true. Yeah. Got to stay protected. Stay safe.
Oh, boy.
Do you get a lot of leaves you have to rake?
Yes.
Do you blow? Do you use a leaf blower?
I do not use a leaf blower. I think those things are crimes to humanity.
Why?
Because they make an ongoing droning noise, and they don't.
The crime
stop.
to the humanity is the people that operate it.
Okay.
It's not the functioning machine.
Okay.
It's the fact that somebody will go, like my neighbor does this all the time. It just goes, and like one consistent blow, I'm okay with. It's the.
Here's what I don't understand. You know, why are so many leaf blowers so weak? Why are you cheaping out on the leaf blower you buy? If you're going to buy a leaf blower, get one that actually blows your yard off in one or two swipes and you're done.
Oh, you need that big old backpack one.
I see the guy and he's like chasing one leaf and it's barely moving. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I'm all for something that's battery powered so you can be mobile. But yeah, that needs to be.
You can power a Tesla to go 300,000 miles an hour.
Tim the Toolman Taylor
get a
needs
better
to get on
battery operated leaf blower.
Yeah, put some in that thing. All right. Always learning with our friends from Barry and Risa happening on the air right now, but we're taking a moment to spend some time with the people that are on our live stream, give you exclusive content that you can only get here on the live stream. But we're having a great time. It's day 4. Yvonne's with us. And Yvonne, you guys have made the schedule to where you got different people throughout each morning, so we've had a good variety of your team at the SMCA. But you were back here. You were here on, what was it, Monday?
Yep,
I believe. And then
I think we've seen her every day. You got a fly there?
Fly or something.
Why do you have a fly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Monday night it closed down.
Yeah, you closed down, but you've seen us and another team from 97.5 Y Country, and you've also been seeing the board behind us, which so far. We're very, very close to filling up one truck. Mm-hmm. And I think once that happens, we'll just get more and more donations, because I feel like there's opportunity here to be that person that says, hey, I helped them fill up that one truck. Now we need to keep rolling. But we need how many more items in that cart? Probably 2/3 of more, so we're only about a third full of that cart.
If we had 6 or 7 more flats of the canned goods, I think that would be full.
Yeah,
that's all we have to do.
So if somebody wants to come by and make that happen, Rogers Foodland or diapers, diapers
would do it.
Yeah, think of stuff
products
that is something that they need, but also something that also takes up a good amount of cubic inches in the cart as well. But yeah, the diapers, big one, because man, I don't know if you've seen the price of diapers lately. I haven't.
Is that a challenge?
I might have to go check. But just for like a basic pack of diapers for, say this, I don't know how many they come in, but
I'm going to say there's a box out there that has about $23.99 on it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go check.
$23.99 is the check.
Can I go check?
Go right ahead.
All right, I'm going to go check.
Diapers. Just just any diapers. They're over there to the left. They're aisle 9, I think, maybe 11. Anyways, paper products are a big one. You think of, and when you say paper products, you're talking Kleenex, paper towels, stuff like that.
Kleenex.
Any tips on like what we should be looking for? Because when you distribute these to people, do you want because you mentioned earlier about like the hotel sized bottles. Should we look at, packs of smaller stuff, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter. We've taken, for example, paper towels that are in a big bundle.
Yeah.
And we've split them down.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to, hold them over for a couple weeks.
Sure.
But of course, diapers, we usually give out a package because they'll go through those
Right.
extremely fast.
Yeah.
Wipes.
And think about that, diapers as well, the varieties of diapers, because anybody knows if they've had a diaper party like for newborns, usually people just get the newborn diapers, but getting the variety of diapers. Did you find anything that was $23.99? Look at you. I'm going to hire you for I'm going to put you on my team for the grocery games.
$23.99 exact.
What diaper thing was that?
That was let's see here.
It probably wasn't a lot of diapers.
The size 5, so that's for your toddler who's 27 pounds. It was the tippy toes.
Okay.
Now these are, let's see. Yeah, so one of their competitors, Pampers, was at $29.99.
Oh wow!
But I didn't see anything over that.
$23.99.
$23.99. That's for the bottom shelf one.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's so many different varieties of different things. Think about the things that you love at your house, the things that you use on a regular basis. Coffee. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Which is better, regular coffee or would an instant coffee? Because maybe people, if they're in a new home or an apartment or whatever, they may not have a coffee maker.
Yeah, you're right.
So should we think instant? Okay.
I like a nice brewed coffee.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. A little bit of chew in that coffee.
We hope they have a coffee maker.
Yeah.
If not, we might be able to look into that too.
Right. Yeah. There's so many different resources at the SMCAA that we mainly focus this week on the food side of things and filling up the pantry and the freezers and the coolers for the items that you can distribute as far as food. But there's so many other things. And we know as it's starting to get colder, a little bit of a warm up this week, which is nice. But as we get into these winter months, I'm already noticing as I've had my heat on that bill is getting pretty high. And for a lot of people, that can be pretty devastating when they get that heating bill, and it may be even too much for them to be able to pay for.
Correct.
So what
are they going to pay for?
Right. Yeah. The heat or eat kind of mindset is very tough to be thinking about and wrap your mind around.
Or
where
food
it's like,
and prescriptions. We find that all the time too.
That's true. Because that stuff can be very, very expensive as well. And with the seniors being on that fixed income, they've got to make those difficult decisions, and we don't want them to have to do that. But the assistance that you guys offer too is, like you said, helping with the heating, weatherization, and assessing that stuff and making sure your home's more efficient,
energy efficient.
You got a great team that does all that stuff.
We do. We really do.
What are some other things that we don't realize that you guys do at the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency?
Well, we do get involved in community functions. Yeah. This was our first year with backpacks. Yeah, Backpacks for Good, which I had a chance to volunteer at 2 different locations for the Berrien Community Foundation. And I know with so many different things going on in different communities that they were helping, they called you guys in because they knew that you guys do a great job with the stuff you do. That they said, hey, will you help us out? Because that was another aspect of backpacks. They give a backpack, they give them some supplies, but another cool thing is they give the families food so that they can put food on the tables for these kids. And yeah, you guys knocked it out of the park. Thank you. So our whole team was there. Yeah. It was a agency function. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Ken, you should have came out there.
Where was it?
There was that one in Niles.
Oh,
and I did one at Eau Claire.
Nice.
Then one in Coloma, Benton Harbor. And that program continues to grow. So, and that partnership. And you guys got, speaking of this fine award-winning program, you guys got an award for that. We did. The Golden Acorn. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. It was appreciated. It was a shock, actually. Yeah. Because Come on, you guys do a lot of good work. Thank you. I you know what? We do, and sometimes I forget exactly how much we do because you get caught in the moment. Right. But yeah, there was a need, and we went out with our big box truck. We gave out the canned products, and then we prepared a bakery bag with flour and sugar and nuts and dates, and threw in some macaroni and cheese. And then we also gave out a frozen chicken, and that was very popular. Absolutely. Yeah. Nice. 440 boxes we gave out. Wow.
440 frozen
households.
Chickens?
Yes.
That's heavy.
It is.
That's nice.
And how to get there and how to keep it cold and.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been it was a great event. To be part of that, and then it was great to have you guys there because I knew you guys were going to knock it out of the park anyway.
Thank you.
But it was like, man, it's nice to hang out with my friends and also help all these people get a good workout in because I was
Did Johnny spend most of the time talking?
No,
actually.
Are you sure?
He was carrying boxes to the cars.
Boxes to the cars.
No way.
Man.
Oh,
yeah.
he was. And they
I was
had
doing
these
work,
cars.
Ken. I don't mess around when I'm volunteering for stuff.
Yeah, we
That's
were
good.
actually at the end of the line, which meant that there was a lot of pressure on us to do
Oh, yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And yes, we had carts, wagons, and filled up the carts or wagons.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to work on the cart program because we had it was just the random beach carts that people have that I think we need more carts. So
and they disappeared too.
Yeah, they because there's big parking lots in those schools.
Well, you were going blocks away actually.
Oh yeah, because people were
parked way
the
over
lines.
here.
Yeah, the lines were very long, and you see that a lot. Not even just at events like that, but I know in your food distribution that you guys do, the lines are longer and longer. So it's like you said, you get caught up in the moment because there's so many things and so many people that you're helping so fast that you go into like a different mode.
You do.
Yeah.
And then we're also doing water.
Yeah.
Still, we're doing water for the city of Benton Harbor.
How long will you do that? Because their water testing results coming back to the state, they're still obviously still mandated, but they're coming back pretty good. Yeah. They've got 1 part per billion of lead content right now.
There's been, discussions, but nothing has actually been confirmed.
Right.
Okay.
We're still helping 20 to 30 families. Well, it's 4 days a week.
Right. Because a lot of that stuff and those statistics, that's from what's going into the home, not what's inside the home. Correct. There's still some lines in there that need to be replaced. And so they're still working on that.
And those cases of water are heavy.
Yeah,
I bet.
So yeah, it's a good. Hey, if you want to work out, volunteer for the SMCAA because there's no matter what you can lift, you're going to get a workout for sure. So it's really great to be a part of that and to be a part of this Stuff a Truck. I mean, this is our first time on 94.9 of being a part of it. Usually we just tell people that this is happening on our sister station 97.5 Y Country, but to be teaming up and being a part of it is just even that more fulfilling.
So it's great.
And you're learning so much, Ken, because this is your first year of being a part and seeing how this event runs. This well-oiled machine.
It's great. What's really wonderful is to see the people who are making the donations. They're just giving freely of themselves, and they don't want credit. I mean, to a T, every single person who's coming through here, they're like, we ask, hey, do you want to give your first name? No, please, no, this is fine. Do you want to take a picture with this? No. I just want to give the donation and say thank you. And we thank you, the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency, because without them, without their network and their coordination and their understanding of what the needs are for the individuals who are in crisis, I think we'd see a lot more out there.
Absolutely.
So, it's great work.
We know we have a very selfless community that wants to help their friends and neighbors, and this is that good time for you to do that. I know you're busy. I know the cost of everything is going up, but any little bit is going to help out the SMCEA. So make those donations. You can go to get a great list of all the items, ycountrystuffatruck.com. So please do that. I want to say hello to some of the people that are watching on our Facebook and our YouTube. Good morning to Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Good morning to Teresa. And then
Teresa.
Also, Teresa wanted to say good morning to Bill. And Bill wanted to say good morning to Teresa. So
community.
Just want to get all those good mornings out there. But thank you so much for being a part of this. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff here in the store that needs to be purchased. So you need to come by and get all that stuff. All right. Check out what's going on here next. We've got our Bloomberg Market Minute here in a second. By the way, we just had Always Learning with our friends from Barry and Risa. If you have a chance, go check out the podcast of that at WSJM.com and the WSJM app. It's a good conversation. I've been having conversations too with some of the superintendents within the county as well. So that's fun. So stay tuned for those. But it's a really cool thing. Just like when we talk to the SMCA, it's that getting to know what an organization does. You don't always you drive by it. You don't really always realize what they're doing and what they're up to. And you can check that out with Always Learning.
Good morning.
All right.
Morning.
Sturgis Bank and Trust. Let's grow together. Serving Berrien Branch, Kalamazoo, St. Joseph, and Van Buren counties. Now with 2 new locations in St. Joseph, downtown, and on Cleveland Avenue. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The latest results from Cisco Systems are adding to concern that corporations are pulling back on their tech spending. The largest maker of computer networking equipment issued a disappointing forecast. CEO Chuck Robbins is to lessen Cisco's reliance on one-time sales of equipment by pushing deeper into software and services such as security. But that transition is not far along enough to cushion Cisco from declines in corporate spending budgets. General Motors is moving closer to ratification of its agreement with the United Auto Workers now that employees at GM's Arlington, Texas plant have voted yes on the deal. That victory and wins at smaller facilities mean the union had climbed to 54% approval, with voting finished at most of its plants. Things were looking iffy after workers at other large facilities had rejected the pact. Union workers at Ford and Stellantis are voting more strongly in favor of their contracts so far. And stocks rose again yesterday, with the broader market up 0.2% in the session. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
There we go. Good morning. Yep, there we go. Got to turn my microphone on. That's what I need to do. Good morning. It's just about 7:30, and yeah, you jinxed it earlier, Ken, because you were like, "Yeah, you got this all figured out, man. I'm just here to hang out." Today's going to be partly sunny and a high of 65. You can believe that. Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, then a chance for some rain tonight with a low down to 48, then rainy on Friday. So if you want to get your raking done and even to hunting, as hunting season, gun season kicked off yesterday, or I guess shot off. I don't know. The shotgun start. I don't know.
Fired off. Yeah, sure.
Fired off. Sure.
Okay.
That happened yesterday. And so today'd probably be a good hunting day. So Friday, I feel like not so much, because deer don't move around too much in the rain, right?
They don't. They like to bed down, and then when it clears up a little bit, they'll go forage for food.
And when it's in the 60s, are they moving around a lot?
Oh, sure.
Think?
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Probably checking out,
going down to the
seeing
beach,
what's going on.
Yeah, picking up a pizza.
And going to the beach. Yeah. One of these days, I'd like to see that little walk-up spot at like Silver Beach Pizza. Just all of a sudden, a deer just walks up there and be like, "Give me a pepperoni." That would be a sight to see.
Do you think he's ordering pepperoni? Maybe he's ordering like elderberry or something like that.
Ooh,
like elderberry
maybe the
with
veggie,
a little bit of side of juniper.
Maybe the veggie. Maybe that green bean casserole pizza that they have there. Maybe that's that one
with cream of mushroom.
Ooh,
yeah.
All right.
That's good stuff.
Well, we got a lot to get to here as we're here at Rogers Foodland, Glenlord, Hollywood, South St. Joe for Stuff a Truck, but we need to find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM remote newsroom, because we're at Rogers Foodland for the annual Stuff a Truck campaign, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the local stories we're following for you today. Indiana-Michigan Power's Cook Nuclear Plant Unit 1 has completed its Fall 23 refueling edge, which began in October, connecting to a transmission grid at back around 11 o'clock last night. They say the outage lasted 32 days. In addition to refueling the reactor and performing regular maintenance and testing work, the outage also included replacing a reactor coolant pump motor, as well as the pump seal inspection and refurbishment activities. Motor work was also performed on the component cooling water system. Rotors were removed, inspected on the unit's main generator, low pressure turbine, and main feed water pump. They probably also checked the oil on that too.
Probably.
Maybe replace the wiper blades,
kick the tires,
all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, they say over 1,000 additional contracted workers helped out with the regular 1,000 person plant staff that led up to and during the outage. Nearly 12,000 maintenance, inspection, and equipment modification job activities were held, totaling about 171,000 work hours.
Wow.
That they put in the last 12-hour work shifts, or
Dang.
the daily 12-hour work shifts. So anyway, the work is done. The refueling is done. We talked about when it started. Now they're back online. Everything's good to go.
Very cool.
Yeah. In other news, St. Joseph City Commissioners have voted to create an economic development and marketing plan for the community. Speaking to the commissioners this week, Assistant City Manager Emily Hackworth said the city has for years been seeking to reach certified status under the Michigan Economic Development Corporation's Redevelopment Ready Communities program. The program helps communities with planning, zoning, and economic development through matching grants. Now, Hackworth said the next step to becoming certified is to have an economic development and marketing plan. They've been working on this years. They just haven't got it across the finish line. Commissioners agreed to move forward this time, noting the effort to be certified under the program has been going on for years. And with hunters now out and about in the wilderness for firearm deer season, some of them are going to cabins, and Michigan Gas Utilities has a safety reminder for them. Spokesman Matt Cullen tells us hunting safety isn't just about wearing bright orange or using care when climbing into the deer blind. You've got to be careful in the cabin with your heating system. Cullen says an improperly functioning heating system can create a carbon monoxide danger. Have a carbon monoxide detector in the cabin. Know the signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. What are the signs of carbon monoxide poisoning?
Are you asking me off the top of my head? I don't know, actually, because I've been curious, because that's something you don't always think about. You always think about the smoke detectors, but not the
carbon monoxide. Very important. If you feel like you have the flu all of a sudden, if you get dizzy, if you get real sleepy, if you have nausea, those could be signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. So make sure you have a detector, especially if you're a hunter. You're going to the cabin once a year. You think everything's okay. Your man cave's fine. You turn the thing on. You forget about carbon monoxide poisoning. Your hunting trip all of a sudden becomes a trip to the emergency room. So do be careful. We have those safety tips and more from Michigan Gas at our website, WSJM.com. In the WSJM mobile Rogers Foodland newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
We'll have sports for you here in just a few minutes. Let's find out right now what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Greg Goldman. 2 Michigan representatives were inside the Democratic National Committee building on Capitol Hill during a pro-Palestinian protest last night. Capitol Police announced officers were keeping back
a little bit of a haze this morning, or is that just
protesting
early light?
in Washington, D.C. According to the
I would say a little bit of fogginess, it seems like.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
How are things in your neck of the woods, everybody that's watching on our live stream?
Anybody deer hunting out there?
Teresa was answering your question as you asked. You posed the question. If
What did
you
she
get
say?
real sleepy and you have headaches.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. You were listing off some of those things that those are like 2 or 3 of the symptoms when you have the Pepto-Bismol commercials. The nausea.
I know pretty much everything,
heartburn.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Side effects could include everything.
Yeah. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Pepto-Bismol.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yep. No, that's something to think about. I don't think a lot of people have the carbon monoxide detectors. Not as much as you would think. So I think it's a good idea to have those along with your smoke detectors.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because if you've got a gas-fired water heater or something like that, that thing's running all the time, and hopefully it's running well. It's running fine. It's not putting any kind of stuff. Everything's going up into the exhaust. But if it's not, you got some issues there. You got your heating system. If it's gas-fired, you got a situation there too.
Yeah. Speaking of that and making sure all that stuff is safe and inspections, I know that is another thing at the SMCAA. You're inspecting homes and places where these people might be going to make sure that that's safe for them, because if they're homeless because maybe they had a fire and they lost their home and now they have to find a new one. You don't want to have them go into a place that is unsafe and maybe could cause another fire and then be homeless yet again. So checking that stuff out is good.
Correct, but also too, we do send out a inspector if they're moving into a new facility. We'll have it inspected, especially if we're going to be doing rent.
Yeah. We were talking with Ann, one of your other team members, yesterday about some of that stuff. That she's like, "Yeah, I got to go and inspect."
HQS, yep.
Yeah, she's like, "I got to inspect." I'm like, "What does that mean?
Yes.
Like, what do you inspect? Do you just walk in and say, "Yep, looks nice"?" No, she's like, "Yeah, we dive into this and check out this and
checklist."
Yeah, it makes total sense to have all that, and that's another thing, as we've talked about, is that we didn't know. We don't always know all the things that the SMCAA does. I've been doing Stuff a Truck for like 15 years and still
Didn't know that.
Didn't know all
Yeah.
those stuff. I was like, wow, you do that deep dive in those conversations.
It's also a checklist for the landlords too.
Yeah.
Because if something needs to be fixed, it needs to be done before the client is in.
Great idea. Yeah, Teresa said it's a good idea. Good idea. Good ideas always happen right here on this fine award-winning program. We talk about a lot of different things. We even talk about the holidays. Yvonne, how are you spending the holidays? Are you the daughters coming into town? You're going
here.
up. Oh, all right.
So the day before Thanksgiving, I'm going to be busy.
The
putting up
daughters.
tables and chairs, and
Who's doing the cooking?
I'm going to do the turkey.
You will.
You're doing
I'll
the turkey.
Do they
and
help?
They bring all the other dishes.
Okay.
And do dishes. And,
That's nice.
Take down the tables.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
You know, I got to say, a good stuffing.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother used to make a great stuffing.
Give us the recipe.
I don't have it.
What was it like?
Was there sausage? Was there what was the
There was mushrooms in it, onions, celery,
All the good stuff.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And the bread, of course, was fresh bread that she baked.
Okay. Oh, she baked the bread.
She baked the bread
She
for the
baked the
stuffing.
bread.
Oh,
No,
wow.
Kim does a good stuffing also.
She
Yeah.
does.
Kim does. Yeah, she said that was, and that's what I love about Thanksgiving is it's a lot of those family traditions. It's those family recipes. Those even sometimes where like that one family member wants to hold on for dear life to that recipe and they won't pass it off until they die, or if they may train the next generation. So that's always fun to see. But yeah, she said that the stuffing was her dad's recipe, and probably even he learned it from a family member as well. But she said that is like killer, top notch, so good. So definitely want to get that recipe.
Then my sister makes homemade noodles.
Ooh,
So she's a noodle maker.
she's a noodler.
She is.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's fun.
So
Something
she
was
makes
passed down.
that's cool. So noodles. So she does like a pasta dish, then.
She brings the noodles. Of
Okay.
course, we put it in broth.
Oh
and-
yeah. Ooh, man.
Of course, you have to gravy on that too.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm getting hungry
I'm
just
getting
thinking about
hungry
it.
too.
Yeah. That's that good stick to your bones kind of food that you like. If you're cold outside, you just get that nice good noodles.
I mean,
or
I'm
the-
sorry, Ken, but
Yeah.
turkey and
Oh, yeah.
stuffing,
Gotta have a turkey.
biggie and things.
You know, I mean, the turkey, it's hit and miss because so many people don't know how to prepare it. Just gotta say.
That is true.
When
I mean,
when you eat it and it's like paper, it's a little dry.
Yeah.
You
Oh, for
probably
sure.
you probably make perfect turkeys,
Oh, thank you.
like moist and delicious and all that. But yeah. I'm not gonna say anything about my mom's turkeys, but they may have been dry from time to time.
I'll say stuff about some of my mom's cooking. I mean,
Oh, come on.
I've told her before. I said
What?
I didn't like. I've told my mother that, and she'll attest to this because she likes her bacon. She likes her
no.
bacon to be like almost dust.
Oh no!
Like when it gets to so crispy that it like it just
No.
shatters.
No,
Yeah. No, that's
You can't
that.
do that.
I swear, we used to have
it's like eating carbon.
Yeah, we used to do BLTs, and my mom likes them extra crispy. And I used to not like bacon
How
when
do you
I was
make
a
your
kid.
bacon now?
It's gotta still stand on its own. It's got to still have that chew,
Okay.
but it can't. I'm not
Can't
a
be overcooked.
big fan of flop. Don't want the flop, but it
Right.
can't be overcooked. So you got to really watch it.
You ever? Well, you don't have a microwave right now
I do not have a microwave,
You
and I haven't
choose
had a
not to have a
microwave for
microwave.
years. Yeah, I don't believe in them.
because of the radiation.
Yeah, I don't believe in them because no, it's not the radiation or anything. It's the space that it takes up. The space that a microwave takes
No,
up.
but when you had a microwave or when you were growing up, did your mom ever make microwave bacon? Because that was one of the things that they were trying to sell as a recipe.
Yeah.
You can even make bacon in the microwave.
I
And
don't
my
think-
mom's took up on that.
Mm.
And she even had a special bacon tray.
Is it good?
Does it splatter?
It splatters a lot, but the special tray collected all the. It was just like a dish
Yeah.
thing, where it collected all the bacon in this bottom vat,
Oh,
which was good for reuse. if you
sure.
wanted to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the bacon never firmed up. It was always like kind of wiggly wobbly. It was cooked,
Yeah.
and the fat on it just stayed there.
What I don't like about a microwave is that you cook something you'll heat something up and it'll be warm on the outside and super cold on the inside, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You'll get it and like, oh, it's perfect, and then you open it up and it's just like lava.
Oh, yeah. Stir it up.
Yeah. But what I use is I'll put it on the stovetop or I'll have a toaster oven that I can just pop something in there. So that's what I do.
So the microwave takes space.
The microwave takes up too much space.
Above your stove or anything.
No.
Saving solution right there.
It's too big.
The built-in.
I don't use it enough.
The compact versions. Have you seen the compacts?
No.
They are super sweet. They're like this.
Real.
Real
small,
thin, small. Put it up there. You don't even know it's there. It looks like a cupboard.
But I haven't had one.
They have really strong vents.
I haven't had a microwave for probably at least 10 years, and I've had no need to have one. I have an air fryer, which that takes up space, but in the storage closet.
Okay.
Most of the time.
It's in the storage
closet.
So
it's in the storage
the
closet.
air fryer, though, smells or leaves an odor, I think, in the air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's constantly moving the air to circulate the hot air to cook something. It's basically a convection oven.
It's a convection oven.
It's on your counter. But you're right, Yvonne, because it's shooting the air
space for that.
out everywhere into the kitchen.
Yeah. What I do like about the air fryer as opposed to the convection oven is that it doesn't
the same thing.
It is, but it doesn't get the houses hot.
Oh.
So like in the summertime, I can pop the air fryer on and it's not going to get hot. If I have to turn the oven on, my house is hot and it's summertime.
Has anyone here deep fried a turkey?
I
did that once.
I have not, but I have been to people's houses where they have done that, and it just not look safe.
It's definitely very unsafe, and there's a lot of
you got to be
things
very
going on there.
careful with it. It turns out fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. It was great because you just
that's really moist inside.
Oh yeah, because you just basically sear the outside. That sears the outside. All the juices are inside, and
but you got to be very careful with not only your temperature of your bird going in there, but also your oil levels. So you got to be safe.
Yeah, I had to go. I was living in Washington D.C. at the time, and I had to go into the food district, or not the food district, there was this Chinese cooking district where they sold all the gear wholesale.
Oh, nice.
And so you went
fireworks.
I don't know if they sold fireworks, but they had peanut oil, and you could buy the peanut oil by the 5-gallon deal.
I think they've got that here at Rogers in the back.
Oh, sweet. If you're looking for peanut oil here, Rogers apparently has it.
All right, let's get back to the show on the air.
But I thought this was the show.
This was Turkey Talk, brought to you by Ken Lundberg. All right, here we go.
Oh, man.
/free. WSJM Weather You Can Depend On is sponsored by Boss Services, raising the standard for heating, cooling, and electrical in Southwest Michigan. Boss Services.
Partly sunny, breezy, and mild today. We're going to see some nice sunshine, but high temperatures, low to mid 60s this afternoon. Pretty breezy, though, with the wind out of the south. Tonight, we'll see increasing clouds. Chances of rain roll in after midnight. We drop to 48. And then for tomorrow, rain showers for the first half of the day, and then we'll see temperatures drop into the 40s. We're back to sunshine this weekend. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Day 4 of Stuff a Truck here at Rogers Foodland, Glen Lord, Hollywood, South St. Joe. We would love to see you. You can see us on our live stream. We're on our Facebook and our YouTube if you would like to hang out. Look at Ken's just saying hello to people. What is going on here? Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Jonny. Hey, how are you? Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. You can
Oracle
say hello to people.
Corporation's Vice President of Communications was just stopping by to say hi.
Oh, yeah.
So,
old boss?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got to stop and say hello.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. She didn't say like, hey, are you busy with the other job? No?
They don't mind.
That's the great part about being here at Stuff a Truck with Rogers is you never know who's going to stop by. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And we just roll with it. It's always fun to do all that stuff. So we have a list of items that we need for the SMCAA.
You want me to roll through that?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So for the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency Stuff a Truck, our goal here is to fill up as many grocery carts with donated items as we can. If you don't have time to donate a food item or a non-perishable food item or a personal hygiene item, certainly cash donations are appreciated because that helps them get through the tough times when either they run out of something or they need to buy some fresh produce like fresh meat, frozen meat, and that kind of thing. But here are the items that we're looking for: non-perishable food products, either in your pantry or come by Rogers Foodland and purchase it and donate it. Canned goods, vegetables, tuna, soup, and the like. Boxed foods, pastas, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, coffee, juices. It says pasta for boxed food here, and then it also lists mac and cheese. Aren't those the same thing?
No.
They are. But mac and cheese.
All right, fine.
Mac and cheese is in a category all on its own.
It's all its own. All right, fine. Mac and cheese, coffee, juices. Also baking products, flour, sugar, salt, vanilla, cake mixes, cornmeal, cooking oils. Please, no out-of-date items. So if you're going through your own pantry, if it's unexpired and it's non-perishable, bring it by. We love the donations. Personal hygiene products, things you don't think about: toothbrushes, toothpaste, toilet paper, laundry detergent, body lotion, soaps, deodorant, shampoos and conditioners, and of course the baby products. These things are not covered by food stamps. People who need them most, who need assistance the most, they can't go and pick that up with food stamps, and so they rely oftentimes on the pantry at Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency. So diapers, wipes, baby food, formula, all that stuff.
Yeah, you can simply find that list, winecountrystuffatruck.com. You can stop by and check out this list right here on our table here. We've got a paper list if you want to grab that. Did you get your old boss to buy something for the stuff truck?
I think we'll make sure.
Oh, we'll make sure. Yeah. We'll call her out. We'll send her an email.
Boy.
No, those employees,
calling all Whirlpool Corporation employees. If you want to make a donation to Stuff a Truck, please do. We'll
because I know they help out with a lot of different things that the SMCAA does with volunteering. And speaking of, we were talking about the backpack event. I know they do a big part in the Benton Harbor distribution for those backpacks. So, employees of Whirlpool, feel free to stop by as you're about to head to work. What time do they have to be at work today?
It's a global corporation, so they're kind of at work all the time.
Okay, perfect. That
24/7.
means we're here till Stuff Truck's till 6. So anybody that, because I know there's a lot of people from Whirlpool that listen to this fine award-winning program.
Whirlpool groups inside too. They get together.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen them just like back in the day when families would crowd around the radio and listen to stories. I've seen it, photos of just people sitting around in a circle at Whirlpool, not working, and they're just listening to the radio. They got one radio sitting in front of them. I feel like
they are working. They're just waiting for the washing machine to finish the cycle because they're testing.
Yeah, exactly.
All that stuff.
Right. But I've seen it. I got pictures to prove it, I swear. But speaking of lists, as we have our shopping list here at Rogers, there's also those end of the year lists of things.
I love lists.
This one is the list of popular baby names.
Yeah.
We know there are so many baby names that, which honestly, I'm surprised that Ken, your name,
is it popular again?
Not in the, which I was.
It's never really been popular.
Well, I will say, I thought with the Barbie movie coming out that Ken was going to make a resurgence.
Well, 2024.
Yeah, 2024. I'm going to say this: 2024, it will probably be in the top 10.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
You know what Ken means?
No.
All-knowing. Yeah. So, I mean, it's apropos.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
As they say.
Is it all-knowing or know-it-all?
That could be one and the same.
All right.
You never know.
I will give you the top 5 of each. Top 5 for girls.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Okay.
Sophia.
Right.
Amelia.
Yep.
Emma. And the number 1 for 2023 most popular girl's name, Olivia.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah.
Olive.
Well, no, Olivia.
Yeah. Call her Olive for short.
I don't think she would like that. Her name's Olivia.
Those are good names. Those are the girls' names. What
about top 5 for boys?
Boys' names.
Mateo.
Okay.
Elijah.
Okay.
Oliver. Kind of like
another
Olivia.
Olive.
Yeah. Oliver.
Yep.
Number 2, and I think this was the number 1 last year, Liam.
Oh, like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like Liam, the guy from One Direction.
Oh.
Yeah, Liam Payne.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably why it's popular.
All right.
Number 1 is Noah.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you
Interesting. That's a power name right there, Noah.
Noah.
Get on my ark.
Yeah. Hey, I don't think I'd want to go on a boat with a guy named Noah. I don't feel like that would be.
He made it through.
Yeah, but I don't know. If I had a friend
All
named
the
Noah, and he's
animals
like,
and everything.
"Hey, we're gonna go out on my boat this weekend. You want to go?" As long as you don't bring any animals with you, then I'm good.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
You
but
gotta name-
was a
do you have to
segue.
do you have to name your boat Noah's Ark if you're Noah?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
But I was segueing for you into the next part.
Oh, the next part, which is more lists of names.
Yep.
But this time we're talking about your furry friends, the four-legged guys. So the most popular, my list is constructed differently than yours.
Okay.
So they're basically, you're just talking about the popular names for dogs. Max used to be the most popular name for male dogs. And now it's Charlie. Charlie is the most popular male name for dogs.
Huh.
Yeah, after 10 years, Max has been dethroned as the most popular male dog name, according to Rover's user-submitted pet name database.
Really?
Another trending name, Kelsey. That's the number 1 top trending dog name in the nation right now. I don't know why
Like
Kelsey.
Travis Kelce?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's Kelce.
Yeah, that's Travis Kelce's
It's
last
like
name.
apparently paying homage to NFL's Travis and Jason Kelsey. So
I don't know about you, but I mean, I'm not a fan of people naming their animals
human names.
Oh. And I know your dog is named Russell.
Yeah, it's
Did
Russell.
you name Russell though?
No. My
Your mom
dad
did.
My dad named Russell.
Okay.
After I think one of those movies of like the man. It wasn't The Man with No Name, but it was one of those westerns.
Oh yeah.
And the name was Russell. What's that
Okay.
alarm going off?
I have no idea.
So Kelsey is a big one. Its popularity has grown 135% since last year. Thank you very much, Taylor Swift. Other trending sports-related names include Celtic or Celtic. I'm sure they probably say Celtic, like the Boston
probably.
Celtics. Trey and Nicola. Or Nicola. Honorable mention, Taylor and Swift are trending names for cats.
For cats. Okay, she's a cat person. That makes sense.
Swifty is making the list for dogs.
Very nice.
Yeah, so a couple others here, other popular dog and cat names. If you're looking for a name for your furry friend, Alanis.
Like Alanis Morissette?
Like Alanis Morissette. Followed by Drew, like Drew Barrymore, Halle Berry, Cornell, Nirvana, and Ginger Spice.
Nirvana. That would be a sweet.
My
sweet
dog
cat.
Nirvana.
I like that for a cat.
I like a cat named Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Come here,
but
Ginger Spice.
It's got to be a redhead though. It's got to be a red, like the orange cat.
A tabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you imagine like if somebody named their kid like Spike and then their dog's name was like, Theodore, or George? Like,
I wonder if Spike Lee's name's dog. If he has a dog named Theodore.
That's a good question. Well, let's find out. We'll get our research team on that.
Spike Jones.
Here in just a few minutes, we'll have your Moody on the Market update. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Sorry. Thank you for being so patient. Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Hey, Shannon,
Hey,
you're
Shannon.
new.
She's a new girl.
You're the new person.
She's
I've seen your name on the list of the who's going to be where, but we have not met. Nice to meet you. I'm
she's
Johnny.
The Ashley.
She was what Ashley was. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, well, welcome. It's fun.
Johnny, Ken.
Oh, sorry, Ken, Johnny.
Get ready to laugh. I mean, this is like,
We just have fun.
Teresa
You're not
says
bored during
they had
the
a
morning.
dog named Teddy.
Ooh, a dog named Teddy.
Dog named Teddy.
That's fun.
Which I think, obviously that Teddy was probably for the longest time a very popular dog name because Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes.
And Teddy Bear. If you got a dog that kind of looks like a teddy bear, you're probably
I
going to
do.
name it Teddy.
Yeah. Let's roll through dog names real quick. Your dogs.
Plinko.
From birth till now.
Birth till now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I had a dog named Sonny.
Okay.
I had a dog named Cher.
Very nice.
I had a dog named my brother named the dog when he was about 2 years old. So I think from birth I got to go back to Dog.
Oh,
My brother was like 2 years old, and all he could say was dog.
Dog.
So Dog.
Yeah.
And then I had one dog that I think we didn't even name him. He was just like idiot or something like that, or dummy. I can't remember. We only had him for a short
Didn't
period
Steve
of time.
Martin have a dog with a name like that?
Probably.
It wasn't suitable for radio.
Had a dog named Buddy,
Okay.
a dog named Toby, a dog named Molly, a dog named Sheila, and then I've got Plinko.
Oh.
And I think that about covers it. My mom could probably fill in any of the other ones that I may have missed. But
All right, so
we got to get back to the show.
Oh, I don't
Hold
get to
that.
give my dogs?
You can do that
All right.
on the air.
Always.
Hi, this is Pat Moody, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Jonny Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, you can find it at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Our team of contributors always on it with a ton of great stories about Southwest Michigan's business. But time out before we get to that. As we were talking earlier, we were talking about dog names, and on our live stream, I had a chance to run down the list of all my dogs. But Ken, you did not have time to list off your dogs.
Because you had so many dogs.
You're talking from birth to
the
to
dogs
now.
you've had in your life. It's not too many.
Should we do this later? Because you're pretty old, so we should probably wait a little bit.
So there was Snowflake, which was a
Aw.
Cocker Spaniel, and then there was Max, the Golden Retriever.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I think Freda was, or maybe it was Jezebel. There was Jezebel, a German Shepherd. Freda was a Rottweiler.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like the variety of names.
And then my parents had Blue, Leia, and then Russell, which Russell's now mine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a good
Any-
assortment
any
of dogs
cats
there.
in there? Any cats mixed in?
Mostly barn cats. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they're outside barn cats, and then they just ran
Love
off.
the barn cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Because you
I
never had to name them. You never had
No.
to feed them.
I live in the city.
That's how it works.
They're in the barn.
You definitely had to feed them. In some way.
They went out and got birds and rats.
You didn't
and
even
stuff like
name
that.
the cats?
Well, they weren't our cats. They were just farm cats.
I've got I live in the city of Niles, and I've got community cats that are just hanging out.
See, there
everywhere.
you go.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I guess I'm okay with it because my neighbors like to leave the door open, and they let the cats in, they let the skunks in. It's just like Ace Ventura, that moment where he opens up the doors and then he's just like, "Come to me."
We have a new person sitting by us for the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency. Sorry, I just was like, what? We're here because we're at Rogers Foodland. Hello, good morning. Rogers Foodland for Stuff a Truck all week long. Introduce yourself, Shannon. Right?
I'm Shannon. Yeah, and
Hi, Shannon.
I have a lot of cats and dogs. If anyone's curious about my
What are the
cats.
names? Yeah,
The dogs are my fiance's dog is Makwa, which means black bear.
Ooh, very nice.
And then I have Petunia. Ozzy
okay.
and
Do
Archie.
Makwa and Petunia get along?
They do now.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a history there.
There was a history. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have
all right.
time to go into their beef, but
Man,
yeah,
that's for
and
the
I've got a bunch of
podcast.
cats too. Which
Nice.
one is named Oliver, so I'm going to take credit for setting that trend.
there you go.
Very
There
nice.
you go. Well, we'll talk with you a little bit more
About Stuff a Truck.
Yeah, about that.
And the
But
Southwest Michigan
we
Community Action
we do
Agency.
need to get to our Moody on the Market
Oh,
update,
all right.
unless you want to skip it. I don't think we need to
let's do
skip
it. It's very important because
right.
it's gobble gobble themed. While people across America are paying more for just about everything in the grocery store these days, the cost of Thanksgiving dinner is down a little bit this year compared to 2022. The American Farm Bureau Federation released their 38th annual survey, says the average cost of this year's classic holiday feast for 10 people estimated at around $61.17. They must be shopping here at Rogers Foodland because
Possibly.
$61 for a feast for 10 is a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
They say that comes down to about $6.20 per person. It's a 4.5% decrease from last year's record high average of $64. They also say that the Thanksgiving meal is still about a 25% higher than it was in 2019, reflecting the impact of high supply costs and inflation and all that other stuff that happened with the pandemic. But they say the turkey itself helped bring down the overall cost of the dinner. The average price of a 16-pound turkey around $27.35.
That's not bad.
There you go.
How much is a tofurkey?
It's probably $15.
I thought they'd just pay you to eat it.
It's good stuff.
No, I know it is delicious.
You can make it from scratch too.
Check out that full story if you want to see the cost of that stuff. And I mean, that is good news to see that the cost of Thanksgiving dinner, as we're a week away, is getting cheaper.
Yeah.
So check that out at moodyonthemarket.com. Your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Here's Rich Brandt and Derek Halsey from Insurance Management Service,
right.
your local auto owners agency.
All right, everybody on our live stream, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Feel free to wait a minute. We do want to catch up on
name a cat.
Yeah, she said Teresa said they did have a dog named Teddy.
That's nice.
And his full name was Theodore Roosevelt.
Very good.
She said her sister's boyfriend had a dog named Kitchen.
The dog was named Kitchen?
Probably because it spent probably a lot of time in the kitchen, begging or digging through the trash or something like that.
Why would that? I'm trying to think
Kitchen.
about the efficiency there of why you would name your dog Kitchen.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Yeah, because you don't want to say, get out of the kitchen.
Is a cat named Bathroom?
Maybe. Cat named Box, litter box.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, we had I had a dog. Yeah, Buddy was just a simple name. But Dog, I don't remember what kind of dog it was, but my brother just named it Dog because he was like just talking at the time. So it was like Dog. My mom was like, "Yep, you get to name the dog." That's always a tough decision when you give the kids the power to name the dog or cat.
It must have been sad when Dog died. Dog died.
Dog died. That's what it was.
Dog died.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like he was like 2-ish, so I was like just born, I think. So I don't remember that, but my mom does. So my mom can feel free to comment because I know she watches a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we will talk to you guys again tomorrow on the live stream, but feel free to stop by here at Rogers Foodland and help out the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency.
Thanks for joining us.
Stuff a Truck.